Hi everyone, so here we are again, another 5 minutes of fitness for January. Today we're doing a functional lunge, we're doing a bridge, and we are doing a plank to pike. So let's run through those. I'll give you modifications as we go through. Again, if you need to, make sure you're already pre-warmed up, nice and loose, put some music on in the background if you want to, and just do the best you can, take the modifications where you need to. All right, so functional lunge. You're going to step forward as if you were going to take a little step. Okay, so I've stepped forward on my right leg, my left heel is lifting. I'm going to hinge from my hips, keeping the same long spine, slightly engaged abdominals, and I'm going to bend as if to pick up a box from the floor and then stand up. It's not about touching the floor, it's about keeping the spine long. But my weight is in my front leg. Okay, my back leg is just there for a little bit of steadiness. I'm not completing the movement to get to the floor by rounding. Doesn't matter if I don't touch the floor. It's a single leg squat, back heel lifted, and you should feel this working really deeply into the glute on that forward leg. So another half a dozen here. We'll do the other side when we come to do the second round. It's a bit of a challenge for the balance as well. Okay, so bring it now down to the floor. Lay yourself down onto your back, knees bent, feet flat, shoulders wide. And I want you just to press evenly down through both feet, and without overreaching and overblowing the chest, just lift yourself up to an incline. So your glutes should be working really hard now. From here, squeeze as you just pulse the hips up. So you can see I'm not trying to force anything through. All I'm doing is just increasing the intensity as I press my hips to the ceiling of the engagement of those glutes. Okay, and you might feel it a bit more in one side than the other because you've just done some glute work on the one side. So it's a little pulse, squeezing, 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 keeping the feet firm. You should feel nothing in your back at all as you do this. And you want to keep the weight out of the neck. So put it across the shoulders. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Have a little squeeze in if you need to. Okay, and then bring yourself around. We're going to go into plank to pike. Now, you can do this in one of two ways. You can either do this on the hands, or if you prefer, or it perhaps messes with your wrists, you can do this on the forearms. So from hands or forearms, bring yourself into a plank. Make sure you don't dip your hips, and again, you shouldn't feel anything in your back. Back of the neck is long, drive back, pushing away through the heels of the hands or the elbows. Pull forward to plank, breathe out, press back, breathe in, pull forward, breathe out, press back, no holding the breath. Making sure that when you come forward, your spine is long and not overarched. So remember, if you prefer, you can do this from the heels of the hands instead. Don't worry if you don't get the legs completely straight. Just trying to press back firmly and evenly. Okay, and bring it down, shake out those wrists. Come all the way back up. We're going to do that again. We're going to start on the other side. So let's take the left leg forward, back heel lifting. And from here, as if we're just going to come down and touch the floor. Long spine. You may or may not touch the floor. Doesn't really matter. But you should feel that all the work, as you hinge from the hips and you drive back up again, is through that forward leg glute. So again, it might just challenge the balance a little bit too. You're in quite a narrow stance. That's 3, 2, and all the way up. Oh, should feel that. Lay yourself back down. Okay, shoulders are wide, back of the neck is long. Press firmly down into the feet, lift the hips up, And then just pulse the hips a little higher until you really feel those glutes engaging. We're not trying to drive ourselves backwards off the mat, only press down in order to squeeze up. Stay as relaxed as possible in your shoulders. Okay, should be feeling those glutes by now. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Maybe have a little squeeze in, one leg at a time, remember, and then one leg at a time back down. Over onto elbows or hands. Plank to pike. So from the elbows, take ourselves into our plank position and then push back. Now, if for any reason you find this is too troublesome, just perhaps stay with the plank, even just a partial plank if that's where you need to start from. Okay, otherwise, driving back, pulling forward. From the hands, we start and finish over the hands, shoulders over hands, keeping a long spine. Let's do another 4. Working right into that shoulder girdle. 3, one more. And then relax, shake out those wrists. And I'll see you here again tomorrow. Bye.